Hello, hello, happy Monday. It's Arts Next Time. I'm Amy with Sugar Hill Art Studio. Super happy you're here today. It is the beginning of a beautiful week. One thing that I'm really trying to focus on in May and help you guys out with is getting a daily art practice in, right? Every day, get a little tiny bit of art together. And sometimes that's working small. That's why we did the ATC swap or challenge and doing the 21 prompts, right, on ATC cards. That's 2.5 by 3.5. Super easy size to work on, right? So I know a lot of you that are typically following me and participate over in the free art journaling and mixed media group. I know a lot of you have been ripping off ATC artist trading cards like crazy this month. It's been so fun to see you guys doing your thing. I can't wait to start seeing, for those of you that swapped, who's doing the swap. Hello, hello. I see a few people are popping on. Super fun. Now remember, you didn't have to do the ACT swap. You didn't even have to work on ATC cards or on that size. You could do this right in your journal. I've already got June planned out and I am so excited to show you guys that. But we still have, what do we have? We have 2 weeks. Like, whoa, almost. Give or take, right? We have Memorial Day and then the new month starts that Thursday, that Tuesday. So next Monday, next week, I will not be live on Monday. It's Memorial Day. I go and spend time with my sister. And we enjoy our time together. So Tuesday I will come live. But 21 prompts right now. If you still need inspiration every day, here's what I have for you, okay? And we've got another one coming in June. There will always be prompts. Of course, the dogs bark because I'm live. And the doorbell's ringing. All right, so we're going to just pretend that none of that is happening right now. Everybody else's dogs that are watching can sing in the song because it's so much fun. And we are going to... I'm going to show you this. Such perfect timing. I hope you guys are laughing with me right now because it's just the way things work, right? It's just the way things work. Sometimes I think I should put up a sign that says, "Do not ring bell." Yes, good morning, good morning. So anyways, we're just going to laugh for a little minute. Okay. We have, they're going to calm down in a minute. I can see the delivery man leaving. Only when you get on the phone. I know. I apologize. This is just a little excitement. Just a little excitement here at Sugar Hill today. Perfect timing. Oh, Daddy, hi, you're back. All right. Okay. I think we're good for a hot minute until she walks back out into the street and they spot her again and then maybe. But right now they're at the back door. All right. Oh, you guys are so good, aren't you? Yep, now you'll hear them clicking around on the floor. Yeah, you scared everybody away. All right, working small sometimes. My whole point is working small sometimes. Chloe. Yep, you're a good girl. You can't even hear me. I don't know how she can see that far to the road. Helps us get accomplished. It helps us become creative every day. And so sometimes when I'm sitting around or making little ATC cards, playing and making journals and papers, I have painted papers, right? You guys know that I talk all the time about having painted papers. And see, I just had this little square and I was like, it's very different colors for me. I kind of like it. I wonder what like a little bit more of a minty green on there would look like. Let's fold it in half. Add some plain 28-pound super smooth printer paper. That's all it is. And fold it up. And then I've been working in it just kind of, I took floss, right? Embroidery floss. That's all I did. poked it through two sides, tied it, and I have a little journal. Okay, just a little book to kind of play in, to doodle in, to write in, whatever it is you want to do. Now I started playing and I kind of did some embroidery floss because I wanted to get the green on the outside. It doesn't have to be. Now, obviously you can't take your fine watercolors. Like, it's just plain paper. So watercolors only do what they do on there. It's just a quick little play. On the back side, I did gesso these two pieces. I wanted to see if I gessoed, make sure that writing wouldn't come through, and it doesn't. And then I was playing in this page, okay, just kind of laying some down. Yes, making these little journals is super fun. These are fun to carry with you. Like, throw them in your purse, see how small it is, and you can jot down. Because words, when we're art journaling and when we're in mixed media, words, quotes, phrases, things that spur on, even maybe a color palette. Maybe you're out and you see something that, a plate, a teacup, a abstract arts, anything, right? A stuffed animal, but the colors in it speak to you. You're like, ooh, I love that color palette. Even if you don't have those colors, you can jot down in the little book, like all kinds of things, or a flower arrangement, or a little sketch. So sometimes having these little teeny tiny books with you help you get creative every day. If you're at work, you grab these little things, right? So I'm going to flip you down now that we've had a lot of excitement for 7 minutes, and I'm going to show you really quick what I was playing with, okay? All right. Boop, boop, ba-doo. Let me get you flip-flopped around and all the fun things that we do. Oh, don't start moving on me now. All right, let me make sure we're good to go here. Come on, come on, come on, there we go. All right, and stay in frame. I did zoom in a little bit because I started playing. This is an old technique. Well, I'm going to show you the very quick and easy version, a quick transfer version. And not so much making different papers, okay? So right here and right here, you might see a little black, right? A little bit of something. Well, that's a little Mod Podge in this book, any book, paper, right? All right, so if you haven't seen this, I know it's going to be a little big. The Geometry of Pasta was a book found at the dollar store years ago. And it has such great graphics in it. So don't think that all of your books have to be like old vintage books and whatnot. And trust me, I have 2,700 Sherlock Holmes books. This one is the one that was falling apart, and that's why this... You'll find your papers, your books that you don't mind taking apart. But look at the dollar store. Look at that's a recipe book. But look at the great black and white, okay? So that's what I'm using right here. It was just some black and white. You see that? Okay. And I am going to show you how to transfer. Say this. Now it's going to be backwards. I don't care because it's going to be underneath, right? It's just, I'm adding another layer to a little book. And so I'm going to add this part. I've got bold and kind of italicized font, and I think that's all going to look pretty cool there. So I'm just going to grab my old brush and some Mod Podge. Now, I almost never use Mod Podge, especially in my journals, because it can get pretty sticky and it doesn't like to dry. This technique's a little bit different, depending on how thick you put it on. And I'm just going to kind of just put it on right now. My Mod Podge is pretty thick anyways. I'm just going to put this on. All right, keeping it pretty thick, not too thin. right over these things. All right. And just set that there. And then the side I want down, I'm going to put a little bit more up here because I want it to stick. All right. And then I'm going to come in and I'm just going to start to just burnish it. Now you can use your finger, you can use the back side of like a pen top, a bone folder. So I like to kind of push a little bit. I apologize. I know I'm I'm scrubbing on the table, which is probably creating the, making the table scooch around like crazy. Now, what you can do, and what I like to do, is just wet my finger a little bit and kind of get in here. And I just come around a little bit. All right, and you want to work kind of fast because you're going to kind of start to pull up. And then depending, hopefully I worked quick enough. There we go. And you can start to see the Mod Podge will hold the text. And if some paper sticks, I'll show you. See, it comes up. So you got to find that happy medium. And I don't want a perfect print, right? Can you see? Did I get close enough for you guys? I'm going to kind of push down a little bit more here. Let me pull up what I have. Sometimes it works wonderfully. And of course on this live, it doesn't work as great as I want it to, but it's definitely working. Can you see that? So if you like this paper look, you can leave it just like that. If you don't, you can come in and you're just going to use your finger and ever so gently just kind of take some of that goopy paper off and the print will stay. Okay, oops. So you got to be a little bit gentle. Let me show you again. Let me take some of this. Let's do some of this. Let's do matte medium and see. I typically don't use matte medium for this. I'm going to come, so I've got writing, I've got that. Let's kind of put it, I want to kind of go, I really want it here. Let's put some matte medium down on my still frame. I know I keep moving. And you gotta work quick. Burnishing is key. Now, like I said, I've never really done this with the matte medium on the paper. See, the Mod Podge is going to work better. It's stickier. But experimenting is why we do these little guys. All right, so very little. I think I like the Mod Podge better. So we'll just come up here with that thick Mod Podge. And the Mod Podge might be too thick right now too. That might be another thing. So, but you want to burnish that in. I could be trying to go too quick too. It's a very cool look. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, can you see all that lovely? See, the Mod Podge works a little bit better for this, and it doesn't stay quite as sticky. The only thing I say about Mod Podge in your journals is sometimes it doesn't like to dry. Okay, let me just take the dryer real quick, and you can see that I have a whole nother layer. Paper stuck to me. There we go. And so now I have another layer and some cool texture that I've just added to the book. Super fun, right? And then you can do all kinds of things. If I want to just add some words, if I want to draw over it. What other stickers, different things we have. I have my big ol', I don't know what I have in here. Bunch of random things. Let's see. Maybe it's just a sticker day, because I have all these stickers. Some of you share these beautiful things with me. Sometimes people, I get a bunch as samples. So many. This is kind of like that vintage one. I kind of like that. And then there's these butterflies. Let's see. Oh. See where I'm going? Could do so many things. I kind of liked that. I typically cut all the white off. I do have these like little black and white. These are the paper transfers. That might be kind of cool. Like I said, I don't typically get into the stickers, but she might be kind of cute. Maybe put a little gesso behind her for the vintage look. This typewriter would be awfully cool. So many things. So many things. I don't even know where I want to go with this. I kind of like the dancing. Maybe I'll just put this down and I'll go from here. Fight with the sticker, fight with the sticker. Who wins? The sticker. The sticker always wins. The sticker always wins. Sometimes when I have my, there we go. Let's just put them down and see where that leads. That might lead somewhere. Kind of like it. But I wanted to show you guys that nice, super fun transfer method. Now you could take your watercolors right on, like I have this beat up page, just still just kind of sitting here. Oops. You could, just to still use that, right? And now we still have a piece of paper that maybe I want to use somewhere. I would let that dry and I would throw that in my bits box because I like the marks on it already. All right, let me zoom out, zoom up, zoom around. Fun transfer technique. Has anybody ever tried that? It's one way. There's lots of ways to do the transfer. Let's get you back up here and see comments. It's super easy. Now, and it's important for you to see that it's not always perfect. Like, it's not always going to come out as the perfect transfer type. And we're not going for that. We're going for texture. Okay, we're going for texture on the page. Makes sense? Here we go. And any print works. So newspapers work. I couldn't find my Fearless Flyer from Trader Joe's. That's one of my favorites. Anything like with a little sketch, different things from books will work. So, you know, kind of keep your eye open for those things. It's just another way to add a fun layer to your pages. All right, and it's okay. So if you only have enough time and you got this far and you leave it, you'll come back to it another time. Who knows what we'll do with that? I could do all kinds of things. Lots of mark making still to be had. Lots of things. And plus, I showed you guys one of my favorite things to do with just an extra piece of painted paper. Make a little journal. Just make a little journal. Carry it with you. I do like these little teeny tiny clips just to hold it closed too, for when I throw it in my bag. Otherwise, it gets open, it gets bumped. So yeah, super quick, super easy. Remember, things are going to reverse. Sometimes that's what makes, don't forget to take your Mod Podge brush and put it in water. Otherwise, you're ruining another brush because it's glue. You know, taking a transfer, backwards letters and words are really, really great sometimes. So remember to add just another fun layer into your pages. If you're working small, sometimes it's easier to work quick. And even if you don't finish a page, if you don't finish whatever it is that day, that's okay. You can't, if you get in your art journal or you get onto a piece of paper, a canvas, anything, and even if it's for 10 minutes that day and you didn't finish, you still succeeded because you let your creativity flow from your brains through your fingertips and into something creative. You just removed the thinking of the day and you let yourself have fun and let your creativity flow through you. All right, everybody, I'm still early. I told you it was super quick and super easy. Be on the lookout for those basic books. All right, it had a dust cover on it. I got rid of that. It's probably in one of my bins with papers to use in a journal. But like I said, this was a dollar store find. You can find books everywhere, and you are not defacing the book. You are not ruining books and whatnot because we're putting them to use in another light, and that's kind of really, really important. We're recycling. We're still using things that nobody wants. You know, it's better than going to the landfill. We make pretty things with it. So don't underestimate the power of even just one book in your studio or creative space. All right, everybody, you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.